Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Third Wing channel and Q&A 9 following the finale of Season 3 of iCarly. We got so many questions this week following the finale that we have enough for 2 Q&As, so this will be the penultimate Q&A of the season. Q&A 10 will follow next week or so. But today we have around 15 questions, so let's get into it. This is a spicy one. Our first question today is one of the most asked questions this week. Who will be playing Carly's mom? I've heard a few names being thrown around, but 2 or 3 stand out. Nancy Sullivan, Courtney Cox, and Jennifer Tilly. I personally think Nancy Sullivan would be fun, perhaps if she dyed her hair, maybe. Jennifer Tilly would be a perfect casting if you go by appearance alone. She definitely looks related and an appropriate age to be their mother. However, my favorite option is Courtney Cox. It just feels so right. It will be interesting to see who will end up getting cast, and I think it's incredibly important to cast the right person. It's such a big role and can really make or break the storyline. Question 2, will Carly and Freddie get married off screen? I think this is an absolute no-go. It feels like too good of an episode to miss out on. I've suggested before that they could go all out for this wedding. Invite their friends, enemies, have a cameo for Gibby, just go all out. I honestly think it would be a great way to wrap the show, seeing them happy, and maybe the last shot of the show would be Sam smiling in the distance. In short, there's just too much potential for this wedding, can't have it off screen. Our next question is, how did the creator of iCarly, aka Dan Schneider, envision Carly's mom? Well, there's no way we can know for sure. She's never mentioned in iCarly, the original, and the only thing we hear from Dan about Carly's mom is this short clip in Sam and Cat where Neville asks why we've never heard anything about Carly's mother. If Neville can't find her, then this is some deep stuff. Dan obviously left it a mystery on purpose, and I think that's the way he intended it to be. Some things are best unsaid. Our next question is, what is Spencer's reaction to mom returning? Well, to me it certainly seems surprised at first, and then his face oozes disappointment. How often do we see Spencer put on this face? Generally, I think the reaction to the appearance of Carly's mom is going to be a negative one. It's Carly's mom that will have to fight for their approval, and I'm not sure that will be easy. She has clearly traumatized Carly. Question numero 5, will Carly's mom make a 1-episode appearance? With all this build-up and a cliffhanger, I see it being very unlikely that she's just back for 1 episode. We are building towards a storyline that should last at least the first half of the next season. I could be wrong, but I see mom as a big plot point next season, which would mean several appearances. Next question, how will Carly's mom's appearance affect Creddie? Creddie will certainly be impacted by this appearance. For one, they will postpone the marriage. Maybe we'll see a conversation in the premiere about them wanting a proper wedding. I think that would be the main impact because at this point Freddie is more like family to Carly than her mom. Creddie will survive this, but we can expect a very vulnerable and emotional Carly, which will be an interesting test for their relationship nonetheless. The most asked question this week was, are we getting a season 4? As of right now, nothing official, but it seems like everyone involved is fully committed to another season and have tried their best to make it happen. Numbers feel good this season, obviously no way to know for sure, but Creddie was a huge boost. I feel confident that we'll get another season, but we'll just have to wait and see. Question 8, this is a good one. Will Carly's dad return, and if so, how would he react to Carly's mom returning? The biggest difference between Carly's mom and Carly's dad in regards to parenting seems to be that Steven has been supporting the two monetarily and has kept in touch. Carly was always so excited to see her dad. I would assume that there is some form of bad blood between mom and dad considering the lack of contact. That being said, I would absolutely love to see Carly's dad return, ideally at the end of the mom storyline. It's just the perfect time for it, and I think they are going to make it happen, as long as the actor is interested in returning. Another question heavily asked this week is, why in the world would Carly's mom appear at Marissa and Lubert's wedding of all places? Gosh, that's a hard question, because I feel there are not any straightforward explanations, but let's give it a go. The most common guess I've seen to this is, we have seen before that ending streams can be an issue, so what if Carly and Spencer's conversation about mom was streamed live by accident, and maybe she became sympathetic? This one is very unlikely to me, because Carly is attached to her phone. I feel like the comments she would have gotten would have come up. There's a whole 24 hours between the stream and the appearance, so yeah, I don't see this one happening. Maybe Marissa used to be friends with Carly's mom a long time ago, and upon hearing of her getting married, she decided to crash the wedding. Again, that doesn't sound quite right. Could also be written as a coincidence. Maybe she was looking for Carly exactly then and was referred to the wedding venue. I really don't know. What do you guys think? All this leads us into question 10, which is, why did Carly's mom return? I mean, she knew what she was getting into by going to this wedding. She knew she would meet Carly and Spencer there. So why has she returned now? Well, another difficult question. The darkest answer is one I've seen posted a few times. What if Carly's mom and Freddie's dad are together now? Perhaps she's returned to tell Creddie this, which would be earth-shattering news. Now, I don't think they would kamikaze Creddie like that, but nonetheless, that would be a route of ultimate chaos. Another possibility I haven't seen mentioned is, what if mom is a military person just like dad, so perhaps Carly's mom has been physically unable to be there or to contact them due to an undercover mission that's lasted this long? It's a long shot and probably a cheap way to resolve this, but one that could technically work. What I feel they will probably go for is a mom full of regret, one that wants to reconnect with her family, although that is a bit stereotypical. Lastly, another darker one I thought of is, what if she's there to deliver bad news about dad? So many directions to go in, very exciting to see what will be canon. What do you guys think? Q11 will be a little rapid fire question segment. What did the goat do to Carly? That I'm sure we'll never know, but like I mentioned earlier, some things are better left unsaid. Will we see Freddie's dad? I think season 4 is the season for all these questions. I'm sure we'll see Freddie try to relate to Carly on this missing parent issue next season. Will we see Sako? I think so. With all the mentions, it's only a question of time. Will Briggs return? I don't think so. She would have returned in the school episode. Will Tebow come back? The actor seems willing, but why hasn't he already returned then? Seems like the timing has come and gone for that. He would have been at the Benson wedding in that case. Will there be another iPsycho? I think so, very likely. The next question is deep. Could someone in our group still be in contact with Carly's mom? Fingers here would be pointed towards Spencer and Marissa. Spencer's appearance reaction says no, but it's entirely possible that he has been in contact with Carly's mom all these years. Nothing makes that impossible, especially since Carly avoided the topic. Could Marissa really be cold-blooded enough to keep in touch with Carly's mom this long and invite her to the wedding? No, I don't buy it. Could be Spencer though. Next question I'll keep bringing up until we get it answered. Will we see Sam or Gibby in the future? So Sam I feel is more accounted for. She has been written off in a sense, but I do still like the idea of a series finale cameo, even if they have to do some CGI magic. Gibby, on the other hand, is my personal biggest frustration. They can't and won't end the show without an explanation. The built-up suspense tells me that they have a plan, and that does excite me, so I will keep holding out hope that Gibby will bless us with his presence again, especially since Noah Monk isn't necessarily publicly 100% opposed to returning. Last question, will I be ranking the episodes? You know I will. That's coming this week on the channel, so you guys can look forward to that. And that's that. Q&A 9 is done. We got one more in store and plenty more content to come. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see. Otherwise, thank you Third Win fans Sarah, Rose, Christian, Jaden, and Jerry. Consider joining the channel for perks such as shoutouts, emojis, and for Third Win superfans there are exclusive videos. Anyways, join the Discord channel to join the conversation. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.